Can you imagine someone that would have sex for money but isn't a total piece of shit?
Paramount Pictures presents
And look, it's a girl.
Unexpected,
What do you say?
thank you, unconventional,
She's funny, she watches cartoons, and she likes ice cream, and she likes you, Dad.
uninhibited feelings.
Why do I have to take off my pants?
Because men are better listeners when they're not wearing pants.
Okay. In a story about unconditional love.
Yeah.
Melanie Griffith, Ed Harris, Milk Money, rated PG-13.
This wasn't your first time watching this movie, correct?
I guess let's start there. No.
Nor mine.
I remember, shout out Vicky and Danielle for
let's
coming
go.
over with this movie and going, you will love this movie.
Full stop.
The basic plot, a group of young boys befriend a prostitute named V.
That's it. That's the movie.
That's the pitch?
I think that's how they got the movie made. Just some friends.
We're just
some
friends.
Kids. Just kids befriending
A prostitute.
a woman of the night. That's all.
Let's make this a movie. In 1994.
You don't have to ask any more questions. Just give us the money. Well, Melanie Griffith's in it. Ed Harris.
There are
Excellent
movies
soundtrack.
we have done that I'm like, this isn't going to be good. Mm-hmm. Indie in the Cupboard, I thought this will be problematic. Mm-hmm. This movie, reading the plot, we're like, surely this cannot be a good movie.
But
I was mortified.
by how good it was.
Absolutely mortified. I wrote down, how long will I have to watch until I'm uncomfortable? My prediction was 15 minutes. Actual was
Under.
2 minutes and 29 seconds when they're holding a diaphragm and they said, wait, don't drink out of it until we know what it is. And it just takes off from there, Nick.
Yeah, 15 minutes.
That was on the high end.
Hard under.
Again, I haven't seen this since
Yeah.
probably 1997.
Yeah, well, it's because you went in with the tagline, a group of young boys befriend a prostitute. All right,
Yeah.
maybe it's not so bad.
Maybe not. Sounds friendly enough.
What about this tagline or plot? You can't get enough of a good thing, but first you have to find it.
I don't even know what that means.
Plots done poorly.
For my plot done poorly, I just copy and pasted. A group of young boys befriend a prostitute named V. That's a bad.
That
that's
was
a plot
mine.
done poorly.
I saw another. That was literally mine as well. On Reddit, I thought this was hilarious.
Oh, good.
Ever wonder what Pretty Woman would be like if you cut most of the taboo material, but tried to make it a fairly broad, family-centric rom-com in the same vein as something Chris Columbus might do?
Nailed it.
Yeah.
That's a plot done well. That's a plot done greatly.
But the music set to it too and everything is like, we're having fun. I think if they took out
Banger of a soundtrack.
if they took out the soundtrack, would this be a horror movie?
My childhood memory
Yeah.
of it was that it was on TV all the time.
Oh, really?
All the time. I feel like I would come home from school and just go to flick on a movie, and Milk Money was on once a week at least. So
like, all right.
I mean, it's on. Listen, is it the part where he's drawn on her stomach, the fallopian tubes? All right, let's
And
go.
I remembered that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
remember
I
two
definitely remember
scenes. Fallopian tube,
Sure.
magic marker on the shirt,
Absolutely.
and then the thumb war dance.
Thumb War Dance. Yep, that was a good one too. Hmm.
I think I blocked everything else out for
mean-
preservation's sake.
And this all, for me, leans into my hot take later, which I'll save for later. But it's
That you love it.
I don't hate it.
Oh,
Here's what I'll say. Okay, we'll get to it later. It's not that I don't hate it and I don't love it. We'll get to it later.
oh my God.
Where do we find the movie, Jim?
Well, Nick, I found it on Hoopla,
And where did I find the movie, Jim?
on my Hoopla account. Your love for libraries, although
And mooching.
they are a cornerstone of our community.
That's true.
So
Thank
shout
you.
out to libraries.
Yes, thank you for all
That's
you
the
do.
only place you can get it for free.
Yeah.
You can rent it.
Yeah.
And literally, it asks you to rent it.
Yeah.
A streaming version. Then you have to return it and then rent it again. So I had to rent this goddamn movie 4 times. So when you look at my browsing history on Hoopla, I
Milk
just
money,
look
milk money,
like
milk money,
I'm
milk money.
obsessed with milk
You're
money.
going to get a badge at some point. Most rented Milk Money
There's
award.
5 total rentals, and I have 4 of them.
Well, yeah, unless and then Amazon, I was like, well, maybe Prime will have it. Well, no, what Prime has is you buying the movie on DVD and it's shipping to your house because it does not exist to stream.
And I know why. We should probably start.
Yeah.
94. It is PG-13.
Surely.
This is the only PG-13 movie we've done thus far, to my knowledge.
Okay.
Hour
That
48
really takes-
minutes, 5.7 on IMDb, a 12% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's a little tough. That's rough. That's rough.
It's a little high.
Well, director Richard Benjamin, first time on the show. He's famous for directing movies such as Mermaids, My Stepmother's an Alien, and The Money Pit.
Okay.
So some 80s, 90s fare.
Okay.
Writers, there is only one, for better or worse.
One is all you need.
His name is John Matson. He wrote Milk Money and then went on to write Free Willy's 2 and 3.
Oh.
So the producers
So
of
he's
Free
come
Willy
up
1
before.
saw this and said, we got our guy.
Idea.
The guy who wrote a Milk movie about kids swearing and talking about sex a bunch.
Check.
Whale movie. Runtime, an hour 50.
Yeah.
A little steep, a little
Lengthy.
long, a little long. Even for, I mean, we've talked ad nauseum. You need 90 minutes. That's all you need in most movies, and I would say especially a kids 90s movie or kids movies.
I can't get over
90s
that you
minutes.
don't hate this movie.
We'll get into it. We'll get into it.
Okay.
So in Metascore, there is none. There is no Metascore, but with a little bit of internet research, I did find some reviews. Entertainment Weekly says smuttiness is made coy, innocence is made dirty, boyhood sexuality is made into a cartoon. D-.
Oh, I thought that was positive.
Real Views. Some movies just don't know when enough is enough. 2 out of 4.
Fact.
Baltimore Sun. A work so rancid and alienating you can only suppose it was planned as a tax loss. 1 out of 4. Whoa. We're coming in hot.
That's harsh.
The Austin Chronicle. Sour is not the word for it. The milk obtained from this money is positively rancid.
Yeah.
1 out
Agreed.
of 5.
Please tell me you have a Roger Ebert.
We have a Roger Ebert. Now,
Okay, if he
yes.
says anything above a 2, I'm gonna slit my wrist.
Okay, so your guess is out of 4
It
stars.
better be a 1 or a 2. It better fucking be a 1 or a 2.
Hit the buzzer. Ding, 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 ding. 1 out of 4
Thank
stars.
God.
Now, Ebert, friend of the show, usually would take
Not my friend.
usually take the line of action of writing review for his movies. He went a little different this time. He felt it apropos to take it a different
drew
avenue.
a picture?
He starts off by saying, sometimes they produce a documentary about the making of a movie, like the making of Jurassic Park. I would give anything within reason to see the making of Milk Money, or, for that matter, to simply listen to the recordings of the executive story conferences. Scene. He now writes out a scene, a conversation between the
This
executives.
is insane.
There are studio executives A and B. Stay tuned here. So what's the premise? We got kids, we got sex, we got romance, all in a family picture. Can't have sex in a family picture. Depends. Nobody actually has sex. Sure, you got a hooker, but she's a good hooker with a heart of gold. Melanie Griffith is going to play her. Kind of like Working Girl Turns a Trick. Cuter than that. We start with 3 12-year-old boys. They're going crazy because they've never seen a naked woman. What's the matter? They poor? Don't they have cable? This now continues for 3 more pages of
What?
conversation that goes back and forth. We'll get to just the end of it, which is we put in some nice Norman Rockwell touches, like the way the kid communicates between his bedroom and the hooker in the treehouse is one of those old tin can telephones, where you attach 2 cans with a string. I was never able to get one of those to work when I was a kid. Neither was I, but don't worry, no kid today has ever seen one before, so they won't know. Today's kids use cellular phones and beepers. Good point. Then we get the big climax. What happens? For someone
What the
who
hell?
reviews movies, he is a shitty writer.
This is unhinged.
And
And
then
I
he-
kind of agreed that I would love to have been a fly on the wall for this pitch. And I even wrote down about the tin can.
Yep,
But
sure.
this is wild.
Finally,
Land the plane,
where it lands
Ebert.
it. We cut out 3 pages of this. He says, what about the wetlands? The wetlands? Let me just say, from the point of view of the ultimate significance of this picture, the message for the family audience sort of thing, the wetlands are what this picture is all about. Saving the wetlands, a good cause. Of course, you don't mention the wetlands in the ads. No, you mention the hooker in the ads. So what's the picture called? Pocket money? No, it's called Milk Money. Why Milk Money? You'll understand when you see the ads. Roger.
Wow.
Don't veer from the formula, my guy. Give your shitty reviews. Hit it with a
Yeah, you're not a screenwriter.
Obviously, this is sort of those who don't do teach, those who don't write movies review, and here we are. Did our feature film have any awards, my good fine sir?
I'm glad you asked. It was a nominee for worst screenplay.
But didn't win it.
Didn't win.
So here's my question: Is it make it worse if you don't win the award?
Ooh, good question.
or winning the award is the prize? Like
because you lost the shittiest movie award.
You're second place to a shittier. Just food for thought.
I wonder who won that year. We should look up and see
really
who won in
yeah.
'95. But yeah, it was nominated for a Razzie
Okay.
worst screenplay.
Okay. I mean, all things considered, the cast includes Melanie Griffith, Ed Harris, Anne Heche, unknown at the time.
No, she looks so young.
Yeah.
I can't imagine there's too many movies she was in before this.
No. And what I will say for my first positive feedback of this movie, I feel like it is well cast. I feel like everyone in this movie does a good job at their parts. I feel like
That is maybe the lone positive I have.
I thought Frank, I was blown away that this is the only movie that I can think of Frank being in. Like, how did he not?
Oh, he is in other things, Nicholas.
Oh,
He is also in Child's Play, and he is the son in Black Sheep.
oh, that is right. He is in Black Sheep. I don't remember her being in Child's Play. The original Child's Play?
Yeah,
Wow.
according to the internets.
Well,
But Black Sheep, I was like,
Black Sheep.
holy
Yeah,
hell,
yep,
yes,
yep,
yes,
agreed.
yes. He's in Black Sheep.
Agreed. Okay. I thought it was well cast.
Chocolate pudding in my underpants.
Any thoughts before we dive into this?
Yeah, so many. So just let's rip the Band-Aid off.
Okay.
What the hell are we doing?
All right, let's take it from the top.
Problematic.
I'm problematic.
The first 40 minutes of this movie.
What you're telling me is that there's a chunk in there that isn't. It's
Yeah.
not.
I have
Is a
not
problem.
ever been more uncomfortable in a movie in my life. And
Okay.
again, Indie in the Cupboard were like, this probably is going to hold up because there could be some things that might be offensive or outdated. This was the entire first 40 minutes. So let me recap some of the things in the first 40 minutes.
For those who've missed the first 40 minutes.
Frank high fives his best friend, Brad, because Brad was apparently hiding in the laundry basket and sort of saw his sister naked in the shower. And that is something to be celebrated. Asking random women on the street if they're prostitutes.
Well,
And then I just wrote, like, what is it with popular movies involving prostitutes? And some of these I haven't seen before.
sure.
Taxi Driver. Have you seen it?
I have not.
I haven't either, and I own it. Martin Scorsese's dark character study of a veteran taxi driver, Robert De Niro, who becomes obsessed with saving a teenage prostitute who is Jodie Foster. Never knew that. Never knew the plot.
No.
Didn't know it existed, other than that I own the movie. Didn't know that at all. Risky Business. Have you seen it, Nick?
I've not seen Risky Business.
All I know from Risky Business
Sliding
is Tom
in.
Cruise sliding in his underpants.
Sure. That's all you
It's a
need.
teen comedy where Tom Cruise accidentally turns his parents' house into a temporary brothel with the help of a high-end prostitute, Rebecca De Mornay.
Wow.
Pretty Women. Okay,
Sure.
or Pretty Woman. Sorry.
Yeah.
Know that one. So Richard Gere gets lost in Hollywood, hires a vivacious, free-spirited escort to give him directions. And then Milk Money. 3 12-year-old boys from the suburbs pool their savings to visit the big city and hire a prostitute named V to strip for them. Things do not go as planned, and the kind-hearted V drives the boys back to their suburban town after her car is stolen. Even the premise of a kind-hearted prostitute, like,
Maybe they all have
can
kind
you
hearts,
imagine
Hollywood.
someone that would have sex for money but isn't a total piece of shit?
So this is a conversation more about just all of our views on prostitution, less about this movie
Just
being bad.
the inherent premise is like, no, you don't get it. She isn't
Having sex makes you an
she
asshole.
isn't a piece of shit. Just give her a chance. Like, no, I believe that, but she's nice. Fine, okay,
I'm with you.
fine. I don't want to see this movie. She's blonde, but she's not a total idiot.
Do you get it? Are you with me?
Okay, fine.
What I will ask of you is
No, Nick.
the opening of the
answer's
movie.
no.
The opening of the movie. The boys are at a sleepover. They're talking about boogers, farts, and throw up.
Yeah.
Does that not start off like a fun romp, a fun kids 90s movie romp at the beginning? Are you not on board?
There are like 2 things that I find funny about that scene. I mean, I don't understand why they're putting things into a sacred shoebox until, quote, all the mysteries of the universe have been revealed to us. What does that
Time
even
cap-
mean?
It's their time capsule, Jim.
Yeah, then fine, let's just make a time capsule. But you have to only grab like weird things we don't know what they are. You don't put
Diaphragms.
in a burn CD or something.
Well, who knows? Listen, they were all focused on one thing and one thing only.
So shining the flashlight at the ceiling and saying like, "Oh, this looks like a boob."
Sure.
Fine. I said that was one of my favorite things.
Okay.
V then when she does that later and says, "Huh, looks like a boob."
Yep.
And I could hear Ron Howard narrating, "It did look like a boob." But that wasn't even there. That was just my imagination
yeah.
creating something to help me deal with this absolute train wreck
Your
of
inner
a movie.
monologue.
Other than that,
Yeah.
no, there's no redeeming qualities. No.
Well, what I will say is this movie is equal parts a 90s. I don't know that you consider this a 90s kids movie, a 90s movie with kids in it. Going through childhood. Are they in middle school? Was it
So I had to
discerned?
Google it.
Yeah, because I was like, they're not old enough for high school, but it looks like
No.
they're in high school. Like it looks like a high school.
They're, according to online, they're 11, 12-year-old.
Yeah,
like
okay,
11
that
or
checks
12.
out. So just about our kids' ages, just a little over the ages of our own children.
Which is, I have so many questions. And one is, was I like that as an 11 or 12-year-old? Were there
Is every 12-year-old boy this horny?
obsessed with boobs? I mean, I get it, but I don't know that it started that young.
Well, maybe it started with Milk Money. Maybe when your friends brought over Milk Money, they're like, "Oh, yeah, okay, I get it. I'm with you. I'm on board."
pretty sure that's not the case.
So this movie does this dance, this back and forth. The first 40 minutes of these three boys who are just horned up out of their minds, and then it gets to this, like you said, like 40 minutes in, then it becomes just more of a wholesome. We're setting up the dad and V,
Right.
And so at that point, it's also interwoven with this subplot of Frank is trying to deal with his mom who's dead, and also the dad is. So it's like these parts here. I'll jump to it. Here's my hot take. This movie, I think, is a perfect 90s kids movie with solid casting if we could tweak it. Like if you really wanted to make this like a great kids movie, you cut out the whole Milk Money of it. The casting, I think, is really good. I think everyone in it is good, and the whole wholesome story of the parents getting of Tom and V getting set up, and her fleeing a life of crime and settling down in suburbia. I think Jim, there is a very wholesome and good 90s movie in this movie, but it just happens to be surrounded by little boy boners.
You're towing a real fine line here. I do think it's a tale of two movies.
Yes.
And to be clear, disclaimer, this is not a kid's movie.
No.
It's PG-13.
Yeah.
Children can watch it.
And they were.
But
Yeah.
I do think it's a tale of two movies. To your point, if you just alluded to the first 40 minutes and like she showed up on the doorstep and it was like, I'm hiding from someone, I work from him, all that could have been tongue in cheek. It could have been implied. Jump into the movie. Ed Harris is weird.
Yep.
He wants to save a wetlands for some godforsaken reason. Who
man.
knows why?
Yep.
Fine. You can still set it up that way. They go so incredibly rough into the beginning and really setting up the worst of the worst of the worst that I was uncomfortable.
They really hit you over the head with it.
I was so nauseous and gassy from the first 40 minutes that
Thanks, Milk Money.
I couldn't even laugh at the things that were funny. She pulls her top down and they're eating chips.
Yep.
And then she's like, "Oh, aren't you a gentleman? You're going to share with me?" I'm sure that's intended to be funny. I can't laugh at that. I'm mortified. I'm mortified that this woman is just like, "Here are my boobs, 11-year-olds. And give me your $103 or whatever it is they had and change."
Yep. So it opens with the kids in the sleepover. They show up. They put their things in their time capsule diaphragm. Frank also puts a picture of my dead mother.
Yep.
And then
Don't
continues
understand.
to refer to her as his dead mother the entire movie. To
Might
which
as
I was
well.
like, I mean, wouldn't you just call her my mom? Like,
Yeah,
it would be
you
implied
could.
that she's not there anymore, and here's a picture of her. But
Yeah, you definitely could do that.
the adjective was really, you're really emphasizing it a lot, Frank. Easy.
We get it. She's dead.
And so begins all the quotes throughout the movie that are all laden with sex jokes. One of them right off the beginning was, "It's a battle of the sexes, and believe me, we are way behind." I was like, how is that not one of the taglines? That feels like they were just giving you one to use for the poster board right there.
Who says that?
Hold on. There's Frank, Kevin, and what's the third
cares? Brad.
Brad. I think it might have been Brad. Was it
The
Brad?
leather jacket.
I think it was leather jacket. It says that, obviously, and it's in the trailer. It says there's a spot on a woman that can drive them insane. And then Dad says, in my experience, this place doesn't exist.
I thought that was funny.
That's a funny line, Jim.
And in my experience, same. Fine.
And it's funny because it's true, Jim. That's why it works.
That was one of my unanswerable questions.
See, maybe, and here's the thing. Again, I will lean back to there is a version of this movie, boys dealing with puberty, this Frank growing up without his mom, like dad finding love after the wife passed away. I'm like, there's I mean, the line that you said about was it what director, Chris Columbus? Mm-hmm. Like there's a version of this movie that isn't so painful to watch.
100%. And they try because you got Randy Newman. And
the soundtrack is great.
I
The
wrote
songs
that down.
is solid.
Favorite things, 33 minutes in, we got Randy Newman singing.
Yep.
So, okay, I am taking a little out of my uncomfortable
Maybe that's the point.
stupor.
Let me make it fun and jaunty for you. There's some montages, money, when they're trying to collect all their money by the Beatles.
So
except
it's
a cover,
like
so.
you're hungover
Mm-hmm.
and you smell like bacon in the kitchen or something. So like you briefly
feel like
come out of
shit,
it,
like, ugh.
but I still don't like the way I feel. It's just like a momentary relief. But I love bacon.
I love bacon, sure. Frank is getting himself ready. He gets out of the shower, recreates the Home Alone shower scene, wipes out, and says shit. And that is the first of several cuss words that I picked up on. Some shits, some goddams, I believe.
I wrote that down. I don't understand. He falls and says, "Shit, I can't dance."
And
What?
And he also tells V later, no swearing. Frank, you're
Yeah.
swearing. You're
You
the one
hypocrite.
who's... Yeah, exactly. Look in the mirror when you're getting yourself ready for once. At the breakfast table, Tom sits down to have breakfast with Frank, and Frank is already just jumping from the gate. Was Mom a virgin when you married her? I'm like,
Right.
no child is
the
asking
love of
that.
God.
No son would like to ask their dad that question, Frank.
And he's reading a Cosmo.
He loves
Why do you
Cosmo.
have a Cosmo?
The entire movie.
There's no women in this house.
This movie, maybe a little hush money, a little Cosmo
Weird.
money. A little marketing money came from Cosmo. He is
Read the
hammering it.
comics like a normal kid.
After this scene, Stacy wants to wear Brad's jacket, and the deal the deal that he makes with her is whispered into her ear, to which she says, "You're so bad." And I was like, "These are middle school children."
I don't
correct?
like
These
that. And I don't even know it was said, and I don't want to know.
And also Stacy's role in this whole movie is just to give sultry looks, right? Every time she looks at the screen, she's
Yeah.
just batting eyes, and I'm like, Stacy, take it down a notch, and everyone else,
cool
take it
it.
down a notch. Everyone needs to just cool it. Then one of the following scenes is they're in one of their bedrooms watching porn together.
That wrote down. I forgot that. And my least favorite
Completely-
scenes.
This scene, I was like, holy shit,
They're
man.
just watching porn.
And to be
Ho-hum.
fair, to be fair, they don't show anything, and they make a joke. It's about elbows or something, like all you see is elbows. But I mean, you're hearing the moans and the groans, and it's happening.
It's so uncomfortable.
very uncomfortable.
And then it leads into right after that when V arrives. I know I'm jumping ahead a little bit.
No, please
but
jump.
Please, the quicker we can get through this first 40 minutes, the better. When Frank's dad thinks V is a math tutor.
Yes.
And this is the most freaking uncomfortable conversation ever.
You love
and
a
he
miscommunicated-
beats over the head with it over and over and over again. Can you help with Frank? I do it myself, but I'm out of practice. Really? You think he needs help? Yeah. You don't think he's too young? Of course not. You can never be too young. Like, stop talking. He's
talking about math. Math.
Please. Stop. We get it. You think she's a math tutor. She thinks you know she's a prostitute. Fucking enough.
Hilarity
Enough.
ensues, Jim. Hilarity's ensuing.
Enough. I was throwing up under the table as it's going on. Just
From
stop.
laughter. You've never laughed so hard. Soon after they're watching porn, they go to one of the ways after they've discerned that their plan is to raise money to see a prostitute naked. They go to school to sell porn. Isn't that what they're selling? In one of there was one scene where Kevin's in the bathroom. He's selling things, which just look like books and things.
Yeah.
And VHS tapes, which I'm like, I think those are. But then Frank is out in the open area in front of the school in the grass with nudie mags selling those. And then Brad is selling turns at just wearing his
Right.
jacket.
I know.
Which
Honestly,
I was like, who
probably
is Brad?
blocked out the rest.
I need the side story, the subplot of who is this Brad and why he's just a good looking guy and all the girls love him.
It's like the stereotypical. So you have like the kid that's the really innocent nerd.
Yep.
You have like the bad boy who wears a leather jacket.
Yep.
And then the kid that's like super clean, takes
Yep.
everything seriously.
You got it.
Oh man, we typecast you three. Congratulations.
Hilarity's about to ensue yet again. And we've got our scummy 90s movie bad guy.
Yes, we do. Several of them even.
Named Cash with the perfect 90. You got to give him a fun, like a monosyllabic name. You got to
Awful.
And Haitian. Like, again, what I'm saying, there's a formula here, and they're hitting all the beats.
Oh, there's a formula.
They go into the city, ride their bikes into the city, and their plan is just to approach strange women to see if any of them are prostitutes.
Yeah.
Naturally, this ends in Frank getting slapped in the face. I said, fair, deservedly so. And it turns when a homeless guy sees this happening and takes the turn to use it to his advantage and takes the kids into an underground parking garage where he tries to rob them of their $100.62 or $103.62. How that scene ends is that he's trying to rob them next to the limo, which has V in it, who is currently being hired to perform some acts in it, which we are just seeing dipping chocolates and strawberry and feeding an old rich white guy.
Who has his pants down, who clearly has a driver that's very okay with just parking in this garage, letting
He's paid
this
by
all
the hour,
happen.
Jim. I mean, he's got to make his money too.
Jesus.
So V opens the door, knocks the guy out, saves the day, but then is left alone with the kids because old rich white guys are terrible as well.
Oh, well.
Doesn't even pay for services rendered.
No.
So already we're getting
Takes off.
We're establishing that V has a heart of gold. That
She opened the door of the car.
She saved the day, Jim. She saved their lives. They had a gun pulled on them.
Yeah, she didn't like that.
No.
Fine.
Okay. She could have let them be. She could have let those kids get robbed. Their
she
$100.
could have. I think anyone in that situation would have been like,
Heart
if
of
I
gold.
can open this door and bash him in the head, sure, let's do that.
Well, that's how you were.
I just love giving chocolate-covered strawberries to this guy with his pants down so much.
So how we follow up that scene is Frank decides to give V the money because she has no money. She has no ride home. And he goes, "Look, you saved our lives. Here, take the money." And what she agrees to is, well, I mean, let's make this an equal
Stop.
an equal transfer of goods and services. I'll show you my boobs because you gave me $103 in nickels.
So let's make it awkward and go to my apartment. I could have just flashed you in a parking garage.
Mm-hmm. V and the boys ride in a taxi where she makes them all pull their shirts up so she can see if they have armpit hair or chest hair because she'd know if they don't have any hair, they're not dangerous.
This is...
What's your problem? Is this not fair reasoning to you? Only bald, only hairless men will be nice to you. Will not put you in danger, Jim. It's the ones with hair who are the
Her
problem.
logic is so flawed
It's
in
a
this
prostitute's
movie.
logic, Jim. What do you want? She's trying her best.
Later asked Tom, she says, in my experience, men are better listeners when they're not wearing pants.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot imagine that's true at all.
Or she says, or at least they can't get away quickly.
Fine. Are you trying to be funny? Is this real?
She's got a heart of gold and a sense of humor. She's the whole package.
Or just a dumb understanding of how the world works.
I said, I think this movie is sponsored by a couple of things. One of them is just cigarettes. The other is just Cosmo Magazine. Like, if there is a scene without either a cigarette
Leather
or Cosmo
jackets.
in it, I'd love to watch just that 10-minute cut because this whole movie is laden with it. Do you not think smoking's kind of cool after watching this movie a little bit?
I mean, a little bit. I don't know.
All the
That
boys,
part works.
All the boys think it is, and they try to smoke without a lighter afterwards, only to find their bikes are stolen, Jim.
Yeah.
And
Well,
now-
that's what you get for smoking, kids.
And
you
look-
lose your bikes.
And looking at boobs. This is where we meet Cash. V gives the money to Cash, and he is not happy about this.
No, not a nice guy.
The bad guys in this movie, in a 90s movie, in a classic form, are not very nice, but they are very handsy with the women of this movie.
Yeah.
Anne Heche and Melanie Griffith
Just
get
throwing
tossed
them
around
around
a lot, and I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, I
Like,
bet you love that, Nick.
I'm like, holy shit, guys. Like, let's we could have executed the scene by you just yelling at her. Like, did we have to take it that extra step?
But that's what I mean. Even this, so you have to really ignore some offensive things. But even when you do,
Yeah.
there are 5 or 6 more just waiting to jump. Like, let me know when it's my cue. And then
Surely this couldn't
it's
get
saying
worse.
the most awful things to them, like you're not even worth the cost of a bullet. That's rough. And then just throwing women around.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's a pretty rough watch. V drives Frank home, and oh no, the car dies. So now Tom and V get to meet. The meet cute begins. I said the soundtrack is solid. Randy Newman's involved. You know it's a banger. She goes.
Don't say banger.
When she's in town, she goes to hit on the Reverend at some point, and
Yeah.
and the joke made is God won't let him do that.
Okay, so that was one of my 3 things that I thought was funny.
I think the
about
list
this
is
movie.
growing. I think it was 2 before. Now we're at 3. I think by the end of this episode, we're going to be up to possibly 8 or 9.
The bar is so low that if anyone just does nothing in a scene, I'd be like that. That was funny because nothing offensive happened.
But Frank, the sweetheart of the movie, sets her up in the treehouse because she has nowhere to go. And as they're having the conversation, V says to him, I need to change, and you don't have any money, so turn around. I said, V, just tell him to leave. Just wait 5 minutes, and then you could change. Like, what? Every scene doesn't have to be like, it doesn't have to be, V.
And I think that is one of my problems. Like, I get what you're saying with that this in a weird world could be an okay movie.
Alternate universe movie.
But there are,
I
it's
nominated
so heavy-handed
rough. It's
with
rough.
like the 90s tropes.
Yeah.
Where like, well, she's a prostitute. So that's all she thinks about at all
all she is.
times.
That's all she
so
is.
she's just going to be trying to have sex. Where even if Ed Harris is like being kind to her, there still has to be this weird fake connection.
Sexual tension?
Yes. Like it, no. Or she may just want somewhere to stay for the night. Like
true.
you don't have to just beat us over the
Well,
head with
and
it.
I think that's, to your point, that is kind of when the movie transitions into that post 40 minutes second act when it's like, oh, this is now just a movie. It's not all the sex jokes and it's not all the kids swearing and cigarettes and like she's a prostitute. It starts to just become these two are falling in love and Frank's getting excited. He might have like a mother figure. So like
Great.
that second act is like, oh, okay.
But then even then, you sprinkle in, or you sometimes railroad in some awful things.
They ram it in.
Frank's dad, if I'm the first, this may hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
And she's like, stop it. He's like, I'm not talking about sex. I want to make love to you. Fuck off. Why?
I will say there wasn't a single time that
Why?
that Frank and Tom and V kissed that did make me feel like I wanted to jump out of my skin. Their kissing scenes were awful. It was horrible.
Brutal.
And it wasn't like they start to kiss and then it cuts away. It's like, no, we're watching them open mouth kiss each other for 10 seconds minimum.
I didn't even mind that because they weren't talking. So nothing offensive being
Maybe they
said.
were. Maybe there's like,
I can deal with seeing them kiss fine. It was everything surrounding it.
Yeah. Frank is now, his mission is now to get V to marry his dad. And her response to that conversation is, I never mix business with pleasure. And he says, I'm not talking about pleasure. I'm talking about marrying my dad.
Yeah, fine. Funny comment. He also has
LOL.
a comment later of like, she doesn't know my dad can't fix cars. Fine.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's fine.
Yeah. And the way we get into the continuing of the V story is Frank gets an F on his test for human anatomy. So now he's going to, he needs someone to teach him what he don't know, Jim. And the way that what happens after that is now Cash, it turns up dead. And what Cash did is he told Waltzer, the top bad guy, that V stole the money. So now her life is in danger in a very real way. So when she's in town at the grocery store, he comes in, almost sees her. There's a couple times where she's trying to get out of town, but she's pulled back in by Tom's love, by Frank's love, Jim. The power of love.
Though? Or is she desperate?
I think so. She's very easily changed. Every time she's like, I'm leaving. They're like, don't leave. She's like, oh, all right.
Like, isn't your pimp trying to kill you? Great point. Maybe I'll stick around the treehouse for a bit.
All right. Just for breakfast.
But you missed the worst part of Frank failing. This is what his teacher says, because I wrote it down, Nick. Your understanding of the female reproductive cycle is simply not satisfactory. I mean, get in line. I'm giving you a second chance by assigning an oral presentation with footnotes and visual aids. Said no one ever. What world is that a conversation that you have? Your understanding of the female reproductive system is not satisfactory?
Yeah. F.
Just give me the F.
And
I don't need a monologue.
He got a worse grade than
give me an
Brad,
F.
and Brad's the idiot. Like,
And he studies Cosmo. I'm not buying it. Bullshit.
he should know better,
He'd
man.
have a way better grade.
V rides her bike to Tom's class, and their love is forged even stronger by the fact that they both recognize a glossy ibis flying off the. So, Jim, she's not a stupid
weird
prostitute
flex.
like you said.
That's my point. It's like, oh my God, she recognized a bird.
See,
Can you imagine?
probably one of the top scenes, or at least to the both of us, the one that we remembered is V comes into class to give the lesson on anatomy. Frank draws the fallopian tubes on her stomach, all while the teacher is locked out of the room and now trying to get back in. And I said, a memorable scene, one that if anyone saw this movie back then, this is probably one of the few that you actually remember from this movie.
Yep.
But what was the point?
Makes no
You're
sense.
You're not going to get a grade. You
No.
probably now pissed the teacher off again.
Right.
You have to do the presentation all over again. And
Plus, your teacher said bring visual aids.
Yeah.
He brought a visual aid, and then you gave your presentation while she's locked out of the room.
yeah, just because.
So, and that's my problem with this movie, that even when there's an
Just this.
opportunity
Just
to
this
have
part.
it make sense, they have to go, well, wait a minute.
Boy,
We can fix that. Let's just either make it really offensive, really sexual, or have no logic whatsoever applied to it.
Could we put boobs in this scene? Could
Sure,
we
we
talk
could.
about boobs in this?
Sure. We're all the three. We do a lot of the Home Alone slap the cheeks. We got those. We got a kid falling out of his chair at the back of the room. Hilarious.
Hubba. I was hoping for the animated eyes popping.
Yes,
tongue
the
panic.
wolf eyes.
Ow!
We didn't get that.
Next time.
There will not be a next time, for the love of God.
But speaking of hilarious misunderstandings, Tom and V go on their first little date. Tom puts on his cute little suit to go out on the date into town, and people see them. They go, "Ooh, who is Tom with?" And one of the kids of the family says, "Oh, that's his sister." And the mom says, "I think that's sweet. You two could learn from them." To her two children who are siblings, and then naturally they make out in front of them. So,
that was hilarious too.
no, Mom, I don't care how close you get to your sister. Stay away. No.
The funniest part of that was V bumping into Kevin's dad, and then Kevin realizes
my
that
God.
his dad knows V. Fine, that's funny.
Yeah.
Also, we're implying, your dad's a piece of shit, and is
that
sleeping with
becomes
a prostitute.
and that becomes a nefarious subplot that
a
plays
huge
out later.
subplot. Again, there's so many awful things.
We've done
about this.
business. We've done business together. Is his line.
Yeah, they have.
And I said, Jim, in your experience, do prostitutes typically chat so openly like this? Have you come across
I don't
this?
know.
So V realizes that Tom doesn't know anything about her. Again, she's upset by this. I don't know why she's upset with him. She'd be upset with Frank,
know.
if anything. So she makes him take off his pants so he'll listen better and can't get away.
Yeah, makes total sense.
And I had to pause the movie to see how much time was in this. And I said, where are 45 more minutes of this movie? Where's it going?
Great question.
Where are we going with it?
Because his pants are already off. He's not lasting 45 minutes.
We're an hour and 5 minutes into this movie, and I think we can wrap it. I think we can say these two are gonna fall in love. They're gonna fall in love, and we're gonna have a happily ever after. And let's get to it already.
But we don't. Nick.
But we don't, because Frank now has to be heartbroken. He throws away all the mementos that V gave him because she called him a liar.
And then she says, "I thought you were my friend." Oh yeah, you thought an 11-year-old you met
And
in a
showed your
parking
boobs for
garage
money.
was your friend?
No,
Bad news.
I think you're a bad
Probably
judge of
not.
character. Yeah. But Kevin's dad turns around and rats out V's location because he calls up in his little nifty little
His
notebook.
pocketbook.
In his hidden pocketbook when the wife's asleep. He tries to call. What is the point of this call? Is just to confirm that is who he thought it was, or just to
Unclear.
relay?
It's just like, I want to request V. Bullshit. I know
Yeah.
she is. I just saw her in my town. Okay, well then go talk to her there. Go
Sounds like you
directly
knew.
to her. I
like you
think
knew
the
where you're
whole
at.
point was like, I want to hire her.
Yeah, I see.
Because I can't control my urges. I just saw her.
Listen, I'm a man who emphasizes cleanliness in his home, and I'm also horny. I'm a horny old man. One of the scenes I thought was pulled at the heartstrings a little bit. V gets Frank ready for the dance, and he says to her, "So this is what it's like to have a mom." And I said, Damn, Frank, that's heavy. We're getting heavy now.
You were giving him a lot of credit.
This is a boy without a mother, Jim. He has finally found a prostitute that could be his mother, and he just is now realizing this is what it could be like. And she gets teary-eyed, and he's upset, and it's heartfelt, Jim.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
This did not ring true. This is
No,
this is empty and vague.
This is so stupid because of what's going to happen next where I'm just going to refute that or another sex joke or
Boing.
whatever. Yes. Like, this is what it's like to have a mom, but a hot one.
V, so she knows Walter's after him. She takes $50 from Tom, splits out of town.
Writes an IOU.
Right.
Thank God.
Those are as good as money, Jim.
Yeah, they are. From Dumb and Dumber, I know.
But also Frank leaves. No one's told Tom anything. They've all just left notes for him to find it this way after he's fixed the car.
Yeah, thanks for fixing the car.
And thanks for the money I just stole out of your wallet. V goes to the train station at night, which is surprisingly busy at the middle of the night.
I don't know where
least
they
10
live,
people.
but
I was like, wow.
there's a lot of people at that train
No
station.
seedy people, just all,
Just looking to hop on some public transit.
Again, I will say, and I know we've emphasized this, but there is an easy 20 minutes we lose out of this movie. Like, this movie could have been an hour and a half, no problem. Like, there was 20 minutes of this that could have been lost, and everything's still accomplished.
Okay, I agree, and also...
could have been longer.
It's, again, like, insane tropes.
Yeah.
So, the pimp finds her at the school. He escorts her out of the gym with a gun. No one else sees it except the kids. The kids convince him to go lock himself in a closet. Then they get the keys. Then they pull the car up. But there's not enough time for her to drive. We got to drive. So let's drive together. The kids are driving. I can't touch the pedals. Can you brake? I don't know. There's a train coming. Do we speed up or do we slow down? Who knows? We're going to brake. Car catches on fire. V walks away. What the fuck are you talking about?
It's turned into a musical. It's like Little Rascals if they all had boners.
It
That's what
makes
this movie
no sense. There's 18 things in that 20 minutes that make no sense. Why?
But it's fun, Jim. It's a
For
run.
who? I had no fun. I had no fun.
Well, did you find it fun at all when during the dance, Kevin's dad turned to V and called her a slut? Because that caught me off guard.
I did not like that either.
But Tom turns around and
there's
knocks
another
his
trope.
ass.
There's a whole tray of cakes on the table, and he falls into a cake.
Surely these will go unharmed.
Like, honestly, it was like, how many things have we seen in 90s movies
check 'em
that
off,
we
check
can
'em
just
off,
go,
yep.
okay, all right, yep, add
And
that
wait,
in.
No, I'm sorry if we've covered this. Is there a scene we could add a cake? Because I know, listen.
What about a whole table full of cakes, not just one?
We can't make this, listen, we cannot, we have Baker money producing this movie. We will not make this movie without the Bakers. We need a cake smash. That's just the way.
I don't think there was sprinklers coming on the gym. That would probably be the only other
When he hit it, I
trope
was
of,
waiting for them all to get drenched.
Like, oh, now we're slipping and sliding through the gymnasium.
And then it becomes a food fight, a la heavyweight.
Or a hook, or a dog jumps over.
Yeah.
Now we got Sandlot in here.
That's true. It was all there for the taking. And that's why this
Stop
movie
it.
failed, is that.
Stop it.
But Frank, now that he's gotten his swagger, he's gotten his groove back, he goes and gives his jacket to Stacy. Misdirect. He doesn't want to dance with Stacy. He wants to dance with the friend who actually likes Frank.
Fine.
Twist.
Who cares? I haven't paid attention to you all movie, and now I'm interested.
And now,
for no
he
reason.
might find himself a little girly friend.
Fine.
Frank pulls a fire alarm. The kids shove Walter into a closet. And I did chuckle because as he's getting shoved into a closet, you just hear him say, "Fire? I don't like fire."
Oh, I don't like the dark.
Oh, is that what he says?
Yes, I don't like the dark.
Oh, I thought I said fire. I don't like fire. And I
No.
was like, hilarious.
I can't
stupid.
see it here. I don't like the dark. Just stop it.
Walter escapes. He kicks down the door, grabs Anne Heche. Don't like that.
That's where he says you're not worth a bullet. And then
Oh,
they're
that's
arguing,
not-
yes, I am. No, you're not. This isn't funny. It's incredibly
It's not-
hurtful.
It's not.
You're not worth a bullet?
Physically and
Fuck.
emotionally hurtful. Yeah. So after the hilarity ensues with the car, the steering wheel comes off, the car bursts into flames.
So
that means the money's all
stupid.
gone. So V can go square up with Jerry the Pope, and now she's
But that
free
doesn't
to-
make sense either. She just walks
Be free.
away
Be
into
free, my-
the desert.
Be free, my child.
You're like, where's she? She's gone, Dad. She's gone. I guarantee you she's not gone. The train,
She'll be back.
unless
Hold
it
on.
was a 30-minute long train, she's probably right there. Just
She'll be back.
walk 100 feet.
the whole movie's her just playing hard to get. She leaves and comes back, and then leaves and I gotta leave. Okay, I'll stay. Then leaves and comes back again, and tells Jerry the Pope, "I'm out.
I'm
here.
out.
Let me
And he
out.
just says, okay,
Be gone.
bye,
Be
my
gone,
child.
Yep.
Oh, yeah? That easy?
You make me money usually, but sure, go ahead, take off, get out of here.
Okay. Yeah, well, Walter was stealing more. Well, you make a fair point. See ya.
But what's this? As V's packing up, what does she find? A backpack full of, Jim?
250 grand.
Diaphragm. Okay, it was money. It wasn't diaphragms.
It was not. But that was in the car the whole time. You never thought to look. You're getting IOUs to people, and you never thought, maybe I should check this backpack, this lightning backpack that was in the freaking car the whole time?
So now that V finds all this money, what does she do with it, Jim?
She uses it to buy the whatever the name is of the wetlands because Tom is off his fucking rocker and is
What
like
does she also do with that money, Jim?
handcuffed himself to the wall. And then she bought the ice cream shop.
And then she bought the ice cream store.
A nice practical
Yeah.
solution.
And how does this happy ending all finalize? How
I
does
don't
this
know,
all
'cause I was
materialize?
throwing up violently on the floor.
She smiles at them and then just drives away, leaving them.
See ya.
Just as confusing of an ending as it needed to be. Like, oh, she's
back. Or not.
Yeah.
We'll see you at the ice cream shop.
Or
Maybe we
will we?
won't.
I guess. All right, we'll be in the wetlands.
See ya. And you love it. This is so stupid.
I don't love this movie, Jim. That's the twist of it all is that I don't love this movie. What I was surprised by was, to your point, we went in this movie going, no way does this movie hold up. And so much of it doesn't. And what I forgot about in that movie is that there is a nougat. There is a caramely center that this, in an alternate universe, this movie is just a normal 90s movie that probably is just a blip on the radar, I guess, much like this movie. Didn't get really good reviews. That it's just from 40 minutes on, and it's just that movie. And then, there's kind of a couple sex jokes in this movie, and it cuts out the first 50 of the sex jokes in the beginning of the movie.
And there are some fun things or funny things, I guess.
And I'm zooming in on the way you just delivered fun, and I'm doing it in slow motion because it's like if I have to say something nice.
Like, okay, they're slamming landline phones.
Yeah.
Great.
Sure.
Like the nostalgia, fine.
Tin can on a string, Jim.
One of my favorite things is I did not let my children watch this movie.
You would have started this movie and then 30 seconds been like, nope.
Done.
I will say, I feel like this movie tapped into probably a similar feeling when I was younger watching this movie, which is just like, is someone going to come in and me watch this
And maybe
movie?
that's it. Maybe it's like
It's illicit.
you watch this as a 12, 13-year-old, like, oh man, this is bad. I know it's bad. I shouldn't be watching it. So I am. Mm-hmm. My hot take. This is more offensive than ladybugs.
That is
It's like-
saying something.
It
That
is
saying
like
something.
the dressing room scene
Just of a whole
on
movie.
repeat.
Yeah.
It's bad.
It's really bad. It's really bad. And to listen to not far off of Ebert's point, to circle back, I would be fascinated by some sort of pitch meeting for this movie. Like, was some of it left out, or did the whole production company absolutely love all the idea of this movie?
I would want to know, was this an R-rated movie that they had to tone
knock-
down to make PG-13?
Yeah.
Or is this a kid's movie where they're like, this isn't going to work.
Put a penis in it.
Let's punch it up. Kind of like Ladybugs, where it's
Yeah.
like you're straddling between a kid's
Yes.
movie and an adult movie. Pick a lane.
Yeah. And
So take out some of the sex or all of the offensive shit.
if you could, most
If
or
you
all
don't
the
mind, leave the cake.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
everything else, just we don't need it.
Yeah.
We don't need it.
Yeah, and Ladybugs, I think at the very least, if you watch that, you could fall on the sort of like, oh, Rodney's in it, so he's driving a lot of this. In this movie,
Right.
the kids are driving it all. So like it's all, there's no escaping that this movie is just a rough watch.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Trivia and facts.
According to Brian Christopher, because the three boys were minors, Melanie Griffith wore Post-its over her nipples in the motel scene.
This movie is sponsored by Post-its.
You can't just have on like a shirt.
You can't have like a crop
Anything?
top that just
Anything?
that's
Like, well, her shoulders are bare, so Post-its, guys, take it or leave it.
Listen, we don't, this movie,
That's-
we never even covered this. Also,
that's
by the
weird.
way, this movie, the budget was $14 million and it grossed $18 million, or maybe it was reversed. Either way, not a lot of money, Jim. We're sticking with Post-its. We're sticking
This
with
is the most fun fact that I found, and I
excellent.
cannot confirm or deny.
it.
but
I'm
again,
confirming it. Second,
one of the extras
Mm-hmm.
is a 14-year-old, and you might have heard of him. His name is Kevin Youkilis because he was the future first baseman and 2-time World Series champion for the
Wait.
Boston Red Sox.
Did you find this? Did you find like where he is in this movie?
Nope.
Okay, good. Then we'll just leave
But
it.
it's on IMDb, so it's
And
got to
that's-
be true.
And we're just gonna pass that along.
And he
That's
wore
excellent.
Post-its over his testicles. So
And that's why he was a Hall of Famer, Jim. That's how you win a World Series.
commitment.
The only casting question possible, which doesn't ring as anything to me, maybe you would know. Frank, the role of Frank, was screen tested by an actor named Jonathan Jackson, who was in the movie Tuck Everlasting. Which
I know
I've never
Joshua
seen.
Jackson. I don't know Jonathan.
I don't know if there's any relation, but that's the only up for grabs casting
Wow.
in the movie. But a little bit of saucy tea trivia. The screenplay, originally written by John Matson, was sold to Paramount Pictures in 1992 for $1.1 million, which was a record for a romantic comedy spec script, Jim. A record.
Not a romantic comedy, but continue.
Matson was then sued by Dino De Laurentiis, DDLC. The lawsuit alleged that Matson's agent had made a verbal agreement to sell the script to Dino for $1 million, but then turned around and sold it for $1.1 million to Paramount. So he pulled a little sneaky.
How dare you?
It was the beginning. It was the sign of things to come. And the original director who was supposed to do this was Joe Dante of Gremlins fame.
Okay.
Was set to direct with his partner Michael Finnell as producer. They left the project over disputes regarding the budget and their fees. Paramount had wanted Dante to work for less than his normal directing fee and to shoot the film in Canada using a non-union crew with a budget of $14 million. So maybe the beginning phases of this movie
Yikes.
would tell a story of what was to come. Like, we want you to work under scale.
Keep
we
this
want
off the books.
the post-its on the nipples. Like we've
Okay.
got, we're trying to make this work.
Cut
here.
corners,
Yeah.
make it happen.
Yep. So
Okay.
not a ton of trivia for this movie, but
I do have one more thing that I think is positive.
okay.
When
Who died?
we first well, God damn it. That would have been the best fucking. All right, we'll cut into that then.
Yeah.
Dead or alive.
So we have Ed Harris, who is Tom Wheeler.
Alive.
He's alive. He's 74 years old.
There's some. I feel like some actors that would
I would
make
hope.
a splash. I would hope.
So Anne Hesh, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
but obviously she.
Oh, you're right. She did pass away. You had me for a second. If you wouldn't have tipped it, I would have said, "Oh yeah, she's alive." I totally forgot she passed away.
And I'll be honest, she was written down on my sheet until I saw how terribly she was treated by Cash and Waltzer. I did not like them tossing her around, so I'm
No.
not going to disrespect her
No,
name.
no.
Anne
Excluded.
Hesh, rest in peace.
Yes, rest in peace.
However,
Cash, rest in peace.
Malcolm McDowell, who played Waltzer,
What other sidebar? What other movie do I recognize Michael McDowell from?
he's in a bunch.
He's like
he's
bad, just
British.
bad guy, just like British bad guy in A Clockwork Orange. He is the main actor from A Clockwork Orange, but also
Holy
he was also
shit,
in
I
Halloween,
never
the
put
2007 remake, probably as Dr. Loomis, I would imagine. But yes, he is the OG. He is A Clockwork
I
Orange.
never put that
Holy
together.
shit.
I've only known him with white hair.
So Michael McDowell, I will
Malcolm
say
McDowell.
Michael McDonald.
Michael.
I will say he is alive.
He is alive.
Okay.
82 years old.
82. He's looked 82 since that movie.
He's looked 82 for
Just
the
a head
last
of white hair.
45 years. The homeless guy that sticks up the guys. He has a
Listed
name.
as homeless guy.
No, Mr. Clean is his name on the credits. Because I'm like, who the fuck is Mr. Clean? And I'm looking at him. I'm like, oh, it's the homeless guy that's
Of
not
course,
homeless.
of course.
apparently.
The irony is Mr. Clean.
His real name's Kevin Scannell, but in the movie he's Mr. Clean.
And he has passed.
Dead in 2019, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Jerry the Pope, Philip Bosco.
He looked fairly old, so I'd say he's passed.
You went 4 for 4, Nick.
Oh, wow. Banger.
Dead in 2018 at 88 years old.
Okay, Jerry the Pope, rest in peace.
The other thing that I found somewhat
Enjoyable.
Less-
Delightful.
less nauseating. So when we first see Tom at the wetlands,
Yes.
he's wearing an odd hat. Did you notice that hat?
I did not notice the odd hat, Jim.
It's an odd hat.
Yeah.
Do you know what it reminded me of?
I don't.
Scotty Smalls' disgusting long hat.
Oh, shit. Wow. What a pull.
So then, unanswerable question was, is Scotty Smalls, does he grow up to be Tom? Are they related?
You know what? They similar personalities, it
He
feels
kept
like.
his hat. He loves wetlands.
He's a wholesome
I
guy.
didn't see an erector set.
Wow. Well, there's some erecting going on.
There is a lot of erection.
Wow. I love it.
Honestly, when I
together.
saw the hat, I'm like, that's a stupid hat. Okay. And that is what kept me going through this
stupid
movie.
hat? Just
Just
little
a
glimmer.
warm feeling of Scotty Smalls that maybe in an alternate universe he grows up to be Tom.
And falls in love with a prostitute.
That's all I've ever wanted for him.
Unfortunately, Jim, I don't have any sequels or prequels for you for Milk Money.
Shoot.
There was just the one. It was so
Shooting
good.
rats.
They left it there. For my sneaky Pete, if I'm gonna nominate anyone, I know the idea of this category is that it's not a non-main character, but what my note to this is I just loved Frank. He was such a good kid actor that I was like, how?
Yeah.
To your point, he is in Black Sheep. I feel like he should have just been rolled out into at least 10 more 90s movies.
That's what happens with all these kids, though. It's
Yeah.
like you got
It's one and
20
done.
more behind him.
Yeah.
I mean, he does great.
Yeah.
And he plays the good, wholesome kid,
Yeah.
too, of
He's got the good
I'm
little
going to be
smile,
a gentleman. I'm going to put my hand over my eyes when you're
Yes.
naked.
Yeah.
And I'm going to, help you not get killed by
I could
your pimp.
I could see somebody seeing that kid and be like, put that kid in a commercial. He's got a good little smile. He's got the look.
He's got it.
He had it.
The haircut, everything.
And all his acting prowess put into Milk
3
Money.
movies.
Your rating is the 5.7 more appropriate for you, or the 12%?
I did say I gave
Because-
this a fair shot.
Because
okay?
5.7 puts us in the category of previous movies such as George of the Jungle, Ladybugs, Blank Check, and Three Ninjas. So I'm guessing that rings about true.
I think so.
Yeah.
Again,
I think it's appropriate.
I think there's enough okay things
Yeah.
to bring it up.
To just pull you along through.
I wrote down, if you can ignore the plot and the entire first half of the movie,
Then we're cooking, baby.
there are redeeming qualities.
Yeah.
So, did I like this movie? No. Is it appropriately rated? Yes. Do I want to watch it ever again? I do not.
Well, the Ela Public Library thinks otherwise.
5 times that I checked this movie out. You?
Yeah. No, that's it. I'm done. I'm done with it. Any bit of wholesome memory I had of this movie, which was essentially just the drawing on her stomach scene, basically. Yeah, it's a rough watch. It's a rough one. And may
Give it a go.
may it be put to rest next to all the other DVDs in the $5 bin at Walgreens. May rest in peace, Milk Money. It's
Please don't ever come back.
we hardly knew you.
Thank you for listening. Please follow, rate, review, like, and subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you listen to podcasts. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And tune in next week when we review another cinematic masterpiece from our childhood. Until then, if you don't use it, you lose it.